Good morning, trading world. Today is April 24th, 2020, and this is the pre market outlook. Um, Running a little behind this morning, so I will get straight to it. We're going to start off with the NASDAQ and the resistance zones. And I hope this isn't too confusing. I decided to kind of highlight the minor zones because we may have decent activity up here today. Not completely sure, but it may happen. Going to start with the Jack. The Jack resistance level is going to be 86.52. Queen resistance level is going to be 86.77. And the King resistance level is going to be 86.89, which is a very important level today. All right. Then we have the minor levels I've highlighted in between, starting off with the first, which is going to be 86.65. And then the next is going to be 87.09. And then after that is 87.36. And then 87.63. Those are the minor levels of pertinence in between. Now let's go to the support side. We are at the Jack support, which is 86.16, which is of big importance today. And Queen support is 85.91. King support is going to be 8,500. And levels of pertinence in between, starting off with 86.35, which is right here in this area, 86.10, which is right about here in this area, 85.49, which is all the way down here about this area, and then 84.58, which is all the way right here on that end of that expected move that we have for the week. So those are the levels of pertinence in between the major zones for today. Today we have a short-term trend that is bullish. I rated 6 out of 8 bullish out of the items that I look at. The intermediate is also bullish, and for futures, what I would consider long term is also bullish. But even though we have all three bullish right now, there is just something in this market is to that kind of speaks to me is don't trust that completely. We could get a nice little pop down and then work our way back up to these resistance levels. As a matter of fact, that's pretty much what I'm looking for to happen today. It's pretty much a good pop down, and then we pretty much build back up. If we get to the resistance levels, especially if we pop down. Well, if we pop down first today, I think my options positions, I'm going to pretty much leave them be, especially if we pop down on the first leg, because I definitely won't be sitting in the office all day today watching. So more than likely, I'm probably going to leave the option positions be. But if we get a pop up early, it'll definitely give me a chance to put on another position. And the one thing that you have to be careful of in this range that we're in is be careful of stacking too many positions in the same area. Um, Basically, putting on too much risk around the same area so that if it goes against you, all of those trades are going bad at the same time. So you want to be careful how you allocate risk, basically, because you don't want to keep stacking and stacking and stacking, and we're in this same area, um, and you've already reached 100% of what you're willing to risk. You don't want to do that in the same area. So even though you hear me talking about putting on position after position, short in the options, I'm basically rolling positions up for being in a better place, because I'm not quite at the max amount that I want to allocate, but I'm just being very, very careful. And I have a certain number of positions, a certain amount of risk that I'm willing to take. And I'm getting close to that, being that we're in this tight range. So basically, I'm just rolling up positions because if we get a nice pop up here and I add a position, option position on, if we get a drop down here, I'm taking one of the older positions off. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, because even for me, some of the options positions that I put on were very early. And they're early because I don't want to get that surprise and that pop in volatility that will surprise us overnight and miss out on it. So that's the only reason that I've kind of jumped kind of early, um, as far as the signals that I usually go by. But this is what I'm trying to be careful of, and what I wish everybody to be careful of is be careful of us bouncing around in this tight range and you just allocating money, money, money all in this same range. Because even though I could allocate more, I'm not going to go over the allotted number of positions until we break out one way or the other, whether it's up or down, till we break out of this certain zone that we're looking in. So it's a couple hundred points range. So until we break out of that, I'm staying with a certain number of positions. So again, be very careful. Make sure you have your risk defined, and be safe, and have a good weekend.